everybody, thanks for checking out another video very soon here on G4G Games for Gamers. So the reason why I did this particular video is because we all know that Karn has been affected by this patch that we just got. And it's the patch that has given us the Blade Guardian, the Neurotrope, given us the gold sale item and everything like that. So it's also the one where we got the PvP rewards, the bonuses. What has happened is Karn is now taking his proper reduced damage from meteor stacks, which was always a percentage of his hit points. If you look on the wiki, it defines what the meteor stacks do for damage. And we also had the static charge issue with him. Well, I normally against the blaster ran Storm and Black Knight. Well, Black Knight was training. And I knew that I wasn't going to do massive damage to him anymore because I had fought a Bruiser version with Iron Fist and Null, and they beat him, but you could see the damage was not what it used to be. So I said, ah crap, Black Knight's on the flight deck. Well, let me use Fantomex and Storm because it's tacticians against the blaster. And actually, Fantomex, along with Storm and the staff of Storms, did a phenomenal job of keeping my team alive by creating misses. So I didn't record that, but it gave me the idea of giving the Uncanny X-Force a chance to go fight him. Now, I haven't used this team yet, but I basically reapplied what I used to use on Psylocke when I used her in PvP in my subtle team over there, which was Archangel and Psylocke. And I've got Fantomex again, and I've thrown the Mark of the Brotherhood on my agent so that Psylocke can essentially have snappy service without running it. Now we're going to start combat with mental coordination because of her personal ISO. I kind of wanted to get a mutant with Psylocke so that Mark of the Brotherhood would also have an effect on them, but I really do like what Fantomex has been bringing to the table. So I'm not going to start with this because it is already applied, so I'm just going to attack him. Now I have vorpal on her level 1. Ideally, I would love to have flanked with this team, but I'm hoping the extra damage of that kind of a situation is what goes on. Alright, so now as you can see, she missed the first one, but she did really good damage because of the ignored defense. Now, we could attempt to go for Psychic Lock, which is actually not a bad idea. Because we'll see if we can lock that. And as you can see, that damage is pretty good. So we're going to lock it down with the scroll so that he can't remove that. And then we are going to buff the team with Mark of the Brotherhood. This will allow Psylocke to do her level 2 for free as a quick action next round. Over here, I'm going to start with a single target to get tactical advantage on Fantomex, and then I'm going to have him buff himself to summon Ava. So we don't have a dodge, and now we do. So this is why I'm bringing Fantomex. You can see Psylocke dodged over there. So now we are suffering no debuffs right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get him bleeding, and then pop him with the Mystic. Alright, so now this will become a quick action, so we've reapplied mental coordination. And again, gonna hit the level 1, and look at that damage. 14k, and Ava followed up, and then we're gonna lock him down out of some abilities again. And as you can see, we're doing a pretty good amount of damage. So, if you notice, still a quick action over here. So may as well apply it for the bleeds. And I'm still going to hold on to that heal until I actually have some debuffs to remove. And again, go ahead and hit the Mark of the Brotherhood. Here, Ava's going to be a quick action because of the on-call. And again, pretty solid damage. If we look here, we went into lockbox mode at 26 and we are still another 5 beyond that. And Shield Breaker, he doesn't get a shield. He's not going to hit anybody, so Fantom isn't really going to help. So let's just go ahead and keep that focused rolling on my team. There's a nice Ava counter, and there's that mental coordination going off. And, you know, why not? Let's get the lock on going too. For LOZ. So there's that dodge proc. And now we have the extra turns, so I'm just going to pop him with the Mystic, because it's just free damage at this point. Reasonable hit. There's Siphon Power. And it's over. So as you can see, my team is pretty healthy. So at this point, what I can do is I'm going to check for Psionic Shadow. Obviously, I don't have it, so I don't have to worry about consuming it, but it is a quick action. And I'm going to do it on herself because she's the lowest. And we get the Energize, so pop with the level 1. Close to 8k damage. Pop again with the Psychic Knives. There's that mental coordination. We are going to apply the scroll to lock in those debuffs. And now we'll go ahead and heal. At this point, I could have Mystic for the tactical advantage, but I'm going to save it. And unfortunately, as you can see, Doom went off. I really need to check for that. I keep forgetting he's capable of that. As you can see, we're doing pretty decent damage, and this is probably not a team people would think of, but Skewer obliterates my agent. But you see, that's all he did. So here, unfortunately, we did not wind up with the Mark of the Brotherhood, but I'm going to cast it anyway, because we need it. And do a single target. And may as well just do the same single target again. So we've done some pretty decent damage to him, but at this point, he's probably going to put a big hurt on us. But we get a nice little dodge proc, and that's good because that's his stun move. Pop him with the level 1 again, and this time almost 12k of damage. And so take a bow, generalized me. Again, really good damage. So there you go. There is Psylocke and Fantomex making advantage of their Uncanny setup over here. And hey, you know, 106 damage done and 80 silver coming in. And that really wasn't too bad. There was that round where my agent really got his ass kicked over there. But these two were pretty good. And honestly, Fantomex is really handy in keeping your team alive simply by just making a miss. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this post-Karn, well, we were nerfed. I guess you should say post-Karn buff video. And maybe it'll help you whoop up on some of the Karns that you still have out there if you need to work on your lockboxes. Hope I helped you out. Take care, everybody.